Gentlemen, moving along. Now here is an interesting sight. An area where dragons are thrown to ululate throughout the night. As you will see from our careful recreations, these creatures will often astound, but they never deserve their dire reputation as most fearsome creatures around. With a 40-foot wingspan or more, the dragons were kings of the skies. A thunderclap flap that helped them soar and distribute pollen nearby. Yes, they were strong. They could easily bear through a tree trunk around like a twig, and they had a fiery breath of which to beware, which could easily barbecue a pig. And with all of this, how do we portray them all now? Do we focus upon their great splendor? No, we demonize or trivialize. And I wonder, how can we do this on evidence so slender? If you find a Pixis pest that often infests your workplace, your garden, or home, then you'd like me to suggest or even attest to solution to wherever they roam. In times gone by, as our researchers have found the dragons would keep them under control. You would be glad to have dragons around. Now all too common is the Pixis new role. Now look to your left, and what you will see is a representative sample of tools, and it might surprise you as it surprises me that dragons never were fools. They were massive and weighty those 3 months. As we examine and research remains, the solitary fact that more surprises we find was the incredible size of their brains. It was known to be a sociable beastie with remarkably strong family ties. It long held a grudge on its enemies and never forgot their allies. Then, human beings arrived, only briefly at first. The presence of dragons frightened people away. The general contest was that if worst came to worst, you would rapidly become a flamby. But the dragons displayed no worse than interest, and when word this got around, the previously cowardly now returned in earnest, and when dragons approached, they stood their ground. The sailors considered a great source of food and turned their lances into staging posts. The choice discovery was merely newborn brood, the young meat favored by sailors the most. The virulent knights were next to arrive, looking for a quest to increase their fame. The dragons were too dangerous for us to leave them alive. They claimed, they killed, they mutilate, and maimed. They whipped up a storm with their self-serving lies without showing a hint of a conscience. The resulting outrage was what would finally catalyze the mob wanting to sail to vengeance, and then the dragons were no more. The reason? No great mystery. It was down to the humans of yore, the dragons